Hello again. I just thought I'd make a short update video because I haven't made one in a while, and in this video we're going to talk about the United Airlines Flight 93 telephone calls, and that includes Thomas Burnett, who made some cell phone calls, and this is all talked about in official documents. That it was his cell phone call. I don't advocate cell phone calls myself being possible, according to the official story of what we've been told, although could they possibly have been made from different locations? That's up for debate. But this piece of evidence here I'm going to discuss is very interesting and is worthy of discussion. Again, it's coming from official sources, which I've managed to get hold of during my research over the last 10 years. And I'm just going to discuss this because I think it's quite important about Thomas Burnett's cell phone calls. So I'm going to zoom in so we can see this a little bit, hopefully. So just zoom in here. So it's giving us Tom Burnett's calls here at the top. Now it's saying that the cell station involved was Fort Wayne. So if you just look over here where I've got my pointer, just move it along a little bit more so we can see. So here we've got cell phone calls being routed through cell towers through Fort Wayne in the US. So just bring a map up now so we can have a quick look here so we get an idea. So Fort Wayne is over here. Now Pittsburgh is over here. We've got Cleveland and Chicago here, which is important. Now we know, and we've discussed already, other official evidence which says the ACARS data was picking up signals sent to the plane over in Fort Wayne and over in Champaign, Illinois, which is Chicago, which is this area here. Here's Champaign, Illinois. So these pieces of evidence, which is ACARS data, gives us an idea that the plane did not turn round, it carried on towards Fort Wayne and over Chicago area where it's being picked up on ACARS. And also we have some again official testimony here, which is to do with this. Just find it out. It's in the memorandum. So again, this is the ACARS. So we had official testimony that United 93 was circling over Chicago. Now this was again put into an official document here, which I'll link to, all the documents I'm talking about. And it states that Colonel Marr told the commission staff his focus was on United 93, which was circling over Chicago. So here we have three pieces of official evidence showing that United 93 was over in the vicinity of Chicago, which is over here in Champaign, Illinois. So we got Marr saying it was circling around Chicago there. We got ACARS data picked up at a station over in Champaign, Illinois. And this is all after the crash, by the way. And we have ACARS picking up in Fort Wayne. And now we've got this other evidence with Thomas Burnett's phone call cell tower registering in Fort Wayne as well, routing that call. Now, whether we believe the calls were made or not, we have to consider that this three pieces of evidence is obviously giving us some an area on the map of where actually Flight 93 was. So just to state, Thomas Burnett's call was made before the crash or official crash time, but the ACARS data in Champaign, Illinois was also after the crash. So it was still receiving and sending down links to the ground stations of ACARS. And obviously we've got Colonel Marr's official statement there to the Commission saying that UA93 was circling. So it builds up a picture of perhaps UA93 not turning around but carrying on and ending up in this vicinity. Now, I don't know what happened to this UA93 at this area, whether it flew back to Cleveland and why that story was put out, because there are news stories of that UA93 originated in Chicago and landed in Cleveland. There's a news story that was put out about that, so which is interesting, which I've also posted on my YouTube channel. Now, just to go back to this, because we also have Flight 93, which was captured by air traffic control, and their last coordinates, which was 3951N north, 07846 west, was given as the last known coordinates to UA93. Now, this places Flight 93 15 miles past the official crash site. So again, this is conflicting official evidence. Again, this is from the official documents of air traffic control transcripts. Again, I'll sort this document out, it'll be linked. People who want to read through it themselves. So again, this is major conflicting evidence of, we have Flight 93, just to go back to the maps, over in Chicago, and then we have Flight 93 15 miles past the crash site here in Pittsburgh, according to air traffic control. Now, we could argue that both, one of them's right and one of them isn't, but if you look at the totality of the evidence, and we don't discount any of them, it does suggest that it seems there's two planes either in the sky, or one that's a blip perhaps, or possibly, this ties in again with the suggestion of two planes that were identified as Flight 93, because we have the official sources saying that Flight 93 took off at 8:42 from Newark. And we also have official Bureau of Transport Statistics data saying that Flight 93 wheels off time was at 8:28. Now again, that's another conflict. But again, if we look at that totality of that evidence, that suggests two planes again. So it's just something to consider, and this is all official evidence. I'm not saying a plane landed or crashed in Pittsburgh. I'm not suggesting that at all, which the official story does. As many know, I have presented evidence that shows that Flight 93 appears, or the one that was over Pittsburgh area after the crash site 15 miles on, there's all evidence to suggest that it went to Reagan National Airport and landed at 8:28. Now, the plane that went to Chicago over here, or was in that vicinity, I'm not sure whether that possibly went back to Cleveland and why this Cleveland story originated. It's very possible, although I have got documents from their database of Cleveland. It doesn't show a Flight 93 landing there, but would they disclose that type of information? Perhaps not. Did it land over in Chicago? Possible. Or was that a blip on the screen? Again, that's possible due to all the training exercises that were taking place. But as it stands at the moment, the official evidence, which I've just presented, shows that we have two flights in two different locations. And that's where the government's discrepancies and conflicts are with their data that they've disclosed to the public. So if anybody has any comments they'd like to make about this, or ideas, or just in general, interact with me. I'll try and get back to people on comments, as soon as I can. But give the video a like, or just mention any ideas you have. I'm always welcome to ideas. So I'll do another video soon. I hope you like this one, and just have a good day all. Bye for now.